Hello everyone.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before beginning, let me introduce myself as no one will do so in the meeting. My name is Monica and I work in marketing department in a paint manufacturing MNC. I love to travel and enjoy new things in life. I'm fond of plants and I love yoga. I welcome you all to the meeting number 5858 of Whitefield Toastmasters. In Whitefield Toastmasters, the objective of the club is we provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I have few questions for you all. Can any one of you tell me what is the tagline of Mountain Dew? Great, everyone knows. Who all believes in that? Oh, very few. I was expecting more people. Okay, who all practice this in their life? No one. Because that's what I also feel. With the growing age, we are losing our capability to take risk in our life. As we compare when we were kids, small kids, we did not know the definition of the risk taking, but we were doing so very frequently that everyone was like, oh, please stop it. We were so naughty. So somewhere I read also, if you are not taking risk, then that is the biggest risk in life. I would encourage you all to take risk, big or small, wherever possible, whenever needed, and enjoy the life to the fullest. I'll stop my speech on this taking risk and I'll not steal the thunder from our TMOD and let him explain more about this theme while he is on the stage. With this, okay, let me tell you, the theme of today is taking risk. But don't take risk in following 3 golden rules of our club. 1. Please switch off your mobile or make them on silent mode or vibration mode. If you have not done so, please take time. I'm giving you 5 seconds to do so. Okay. I hope every one of you has done it. The second golden rule is, please do not use these 4 topics before, during and after the meeting, which is sex, politics, caste, religion. The third most important rule is that please restrict your movement during the meeting and please do not discuss anything with your neighbors. Okay, if it is very urgent, then please do so while everyone is clapping, and use the WhatsApp, either WhatsApp or the notepads to communicate with each other. Apart from these 3 golden rules, I have few other points to highlight. 1, please, like we are recording this meeting, so let us know if you don't want yourself to get recorded. We will stop the recording while you are speaking on the stage. The second is that we will be taking your attendance and your vote for the best speaker, the best role player. So we will be sharing the sheets to you. Please mark your attendance and cast your votes for best speaker, best auxiliary role player, best role player, etc. The third thing is that we will be providing the tea and snacks after the meeting. So please stay back and enjoy the tea and snacks while communicating with each other to know more about each other. The fourth point is we have water inside the room. So if you feel thirsty, please look out for the bottle. The last point and not the least, the washrooms are on the right hand side of the room. Please use them whenever needed. With this, I think we can start the meeting, and I would like to invite the presiding officer of this meeting today, who is one of the person who is the person who is the first 5 or first 6 people of the club, and he is the person who was the ex-president of this club and the most vibrant person of this club. Let me please welcome DTM Mazahir.
Very well done. Most of you clapped, some of you didn't. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think people who are outside of this room, at least for this bit, they should hear us. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much. My name is Mazahir and I'm opening the meeting number 58 for Whitefield Toastmaster, officially using the gavel. You see, the great introductions are provided to you, but our Sergeant took risk. Because she was saying something, then she was repeating, then she was saying something, and she took some time. I was standing right there, almost went like this. I'm like, what is she going to say? Alright, this meeting is beautifully decorated with our member as well as our guest. I believe there are many of you right now in the room. May I request all the guests to please stand up. You don't have to do anything, just stand up, and we're going to welcome all of you with a huge round of applause. You guys very well may take your seat. As a presiding officer, it is my responsibility to provide. Thank you. See, that's like, that reminds me of my college days or school days, basically, right? When you don't want to listen to the speaker, what you do is, otherwise, just makes a lot of noise with the chair and everything. So this guy is unsettled. Ain't gonna happen in Whitefield Toastmaster. As a presiding officer, it is my responsibility to let you all know about the announcement and important updates that we have as a club, but I'll do it towards the later part. Okay, all with me? False. There's some answer. We get that. I would like to also request and officially acknowledge the presence of our Area A4 Division A Area Director, Toastmaster Shiva sir. If you can please stand. Let's welcome him. Taking risk, I believe I totally resonate with this theme. I believe wherever we are, whatever we do, we have all taken our, bit of risk, basically. If somebody comes and says, oh, I haven't taken any risk, trust me, the biggest risk that you took today is to wake up early and to make sure that you all are here, right? Anything could have happened. You could have been anywhere. You could have been very well in your bed. Hey, Sunday, it's fine. I had a long night yesterday, you know what I'm saying, right? So I rather want to take risk. But then you took that risk. Because there's something you want to improve. There's something you would want to do in this room. There's something in terms of communication, in terms of leadership, in terms of networking, in terms of it could be as small as an underrated skill of active listening. You will see all of that happening. So gear up and fasten your seatbelt if possible. I wish I was a pilot, I could have done it better. But then yes, a lot is there in store for all of you by this person who will be hosting the entire meeting today. In general, whenever you happen to go for a shadi, sangeet, haldi, mehndi, whatnot possible to a corporate events, right, and to the biggest of seminar possible, you happen to have a host who holds a mic right there and makes sure the entire agenda is running right there on his or her shoulder. Similarly, in Toastmaster, we happen to have someone who we call Toastmaster of the Day. By date, isn't it? Maybe looking outside. Super, right? This person, he is, and I'm going to read his introduction. Someone who is corporate hulk on weekdays and musician on weekend. Somebody who's who records his video but his face is hidden. But you can definitely recognize him with the kind of instrument that he plays. And he's passionate about cuisine. He recently took a commitment for a New Year resolution to build muscles. You will see that happening. In case if you don't see those muscles, let him know how's the progress been. With a huge round of applause, let me welcome Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thanks DTM Mazahir. Good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you. Let's picture this. It's the year 1994. This guy is on a road trip somewhere in Texas. He's 30 years of age and already a vice president at an investment bank. Would you even dare to leave your job at this point of time? A raise of hands, please. Nobody. Even I wouldn't. Well, and then guess what? This guy pictures himself becoming an entrepreneur because .com bubble burst is going to happen in a few years and internet is already there at a staggering rate of 2300% per annum. With this, he decided, why not? We move the whole shopping agenda online. I think you have already pictured the name. You have guessed the name. Anyone who wants to take a guess?
Jeff Bezos.
Yes, Jeff Bezos. So this guy leaves his high-paying, cushy job and then starts from his garage to sell books online. Well, not just this. He eventually becomes a billionaire and soon after, he has this appetite to take even more risks. He expands his risk-taking attitude towards space, aerospace and whatnot. We all have heard that what he's doing right now, and right now he's the third richest man on earth. Well, it does come with risk. And you know, had he not left his job, his life would have still been good. He was still the vice president, he would have made it to the directors and maybe someday the CEO. Okay, but when he took that risk, that's why you know his name today, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's why he's a billionaire. Well, this is how, as the topic says, taking risk, will be moving forward with the general evaluator who is gonna introduce to his tag team. So this time the general evaluator has also done a good task of taking risk. It's his first time and he knew that first time is gonna be hard, but he took this risk. So we have someone who is from Andhra, who is working at LTI Mindtree and passionate about snooker and swimming. He enjoys taking risk in both personal and professional life. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Renil.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for the warm welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Myself, Anil, I'll be your general evaluator for today's meeting. So, just a simple question. What can anyone answer this? What is evaluation basically? What do you think of a general evaluator? Anyone?
Feedback.
Yep. It's a very simple answer, right? Straightforward. So, for the benefit of everyone, some are worried, right? So, what is the role of a general evaluator? Some are sure and some are not sure about it. Let me explain the role. As a general evaluator, my job is to monitor the meeting closely, very closely, from start to end. It is not only the meeting, it is the pre-meeting activities as well. And I'll be sharing my feedback. So, to do this job, I cannot alone do it, right? I have a team which is called as TAG team. TAG stands for Timer, Accounter and Grammarian. So I'll introduce my team. Before introducing my team, I'll just give an example why and what is evaluation and what is the importance of it. Basically, see, being a Telugu guy, right, I am very fond of watching movies. Yeah. So if my favorite hero movie releases, right, before watching the movie, so there are some curious reviewers. So they put the review in the internet. So I am very curious. Even today also I do it. So these people, they cannot direct a movie. Yeah. But for the greatest directors also they give suggestions. So how it happens? How it happens? Can anyone answer? It is because we are born evaluators. We are born critics. So it is there inbuilt in us. Okay, so it doesn't require any preparation. And one more thing, to evaluate. So I came here as a general evaluator. Maybe who are new to this session, right, may feel that I'm a great speaker or I'm a great evaluator, but it is not that. It is not, just like the critics, right? So I just observe the work and I can give the feedback.
Okay, so that's it. And let me quickly introduce my team. So first I'll call the timer of today's meeting, Sachin. So he's from Bangalore. He's working in machine learning field in Amazon. So please put your hands together to welcome Sachin.
Hi everybody, good morning. Good morning. This is Sachin and I'll be your timer for today. So the role of the timer here is to monitor everybody speaking within the given time frame that they are allotted. So I'll give and explain you the rules as a timer and all the speeches that you guys have to do. Starting from the prepared speeches, they get to speak for 5 to 7 minutes. 5 minutes is the minimum time. It's the qualifying time. That's when I'll hold out the green card in front of you all. At the end of 6 minutes, which is also called as the targeted time, I'll hold out the yellow card, and at the end of 7 minutes, which is the maximum time allotted, I'll hold out the red card. Now, as far as the speech evaluation is concerned, they get to speak for 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So for at the end of 2 minutes, that's again the qualifying time. That's when I'll hold out the green card. At the end of 2.5 minutes, I hold out the yellow card, and at the end of 3 minutes, I'll hold out the red card for you all. Now, you have a grace period of 30 seconds after you have exceeded your maximum time. Once you have exceeded that grace period also, you are disqualified automatically. Now, our rule today for the table topic speakers is a little bit different. We are only keeping a minute, and that is the hard stop. At the end of 1 minute, I'll hold out the red card. You don't have any grace period. So please make sure and have a mental image of how long you are speaking. Thank you everybody. This is Sachin. And I hope you all have a great week today.
So Sachin is unstoppable, it seems. So thank you, Sachin. And let me welcome now my another team member. He's an accounter for today's meeting, Nabil. So he's a software developer at Mercedes-Benz in R&D department. He's a foodie and also fond of music. He joined Toastmasters to improve his communication skills and to overcome his stage fear. So please put your hands together to welcome Nabil.
Good morning, honorable Toastmasters and fellow guests. My role here today is as an accounter. What I'll be doing is basically I'll be keeping track of all the filler words that you might be using, like the ahs and ums. This is to ensure that you have a good flow throughout the whole speech and ensure that you have a positive and more meaningful impact of your message. So thank you. I'll be making a report and I'll be presenting it to you towards the end of the meeting. And yeah, that's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Anil.
Thanks, Nabil. It was a quick and short introduction. Nice. And let me welcome my third team member. He is grammarian for today's meeting. His name is Bhima. He hails from North Karnataka. He's a second year BCA student and he is passionate for cricket. So please help me welcome Bhima to introduce about himself.
Good morning. Good morning. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am Bhima, grammarian for today's meeting. My responsibility is to pay close attention to all the speakers, and I will take note of any good usage, also not good usage of English language. For today's meeting, the word of the day is lubricate, which means something that prevents friction or a substance. An example of using the word of the day: dry eyes can be treated with lubricating eye drops. Another example: I tried to lubricate my squeaky chair with the butter, and now my living room sounds like a breakfast buffet whenever I sit down. Whenever any speaker on the stage uses the word of the day, I would request audience to show a silent thumbs up as a mark of appreciation. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Bhima. So before handing over the stage to our Toastmaster, I just want to talk a few words about today's theme, which is taking risks. So whenever the poster gets released, right, the first thing what I observe in the poster is the theme. So as soon as I saw this poster, taking risks, I got very much connected, because I am a person who is very much into taking risks. not ease actually. I used to take risk, but few years back a speed breaker came into my life. So after that, no more risks, because that itself is a big risk. So after that, I stopped. I cannot say I stopped taking risk, but calculated risk. Because if you're a family man, if you're responsible and there are dependents on you, right? So you cannot take risk just like that. You have to be very calculated. So that's about my message on taking risks. And over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anil. Taking risk is like adding lubricant to the wheels of progress, which takes you to unexplored opportunities and unforeseen paths. Well, with that, let's move to the speech section of today's meeting. So with that, we'll start with the evaluators, and then they'll give you a brief intro about their speakers. I'm sorry, for this, evaluators will not be giving any intro to the speakers. I'll call upon the evaluators. They'll tell you that on what basis they're going to evaluate their speakers, and then I'll be calling on the speakers as well. So we have the first evaluator for today. So he happens to be a project consultant working at EY, and he has been a part of this Toastmasters Club for 3 years now. He says that taking calculated risk is good and exciting. You're not going to escape what life has already got to offer for you. Rightly said. So let's welcome Kevin with a big round of applause. Toastmaster Kevin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Megha. She is attempting the level 2 P3 of innovative planning. So all the best to you, Megha. So timer, please note the timing for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And just to give a small thing that I could connect as far as the theme of today is concerned. The two places where I feel till now that I have taken major risks. One is attempting every single ride in an amusement park. What a theme, amusement park. I'll ensure every single ride is, I go through every single ride. The other major risk that I have taken is buying a flat in Shobha, which is one of the best decisions that I have taken. One of the best decisions that I have taken in my life. So I'm not from the marketing team of Shobha, Dreammakers. Back to you, Toastmaster.
With that, we'll be calling upon our first speaker. So she happens to be a part of data analytics team of her organization. She enjoys meeting people, traveling, and she's a connoisseur of cuisines. Let's welcome Toastmaster Megha with a big round of applause.
All the best, Megha.
Toastmaster Megha. A helping hand. A helping hand, Toastmaster Megha.
I was in my 11th standard when I took part in an inter-school debate competition. The teacher who coached us came to me and said, Megha, you have solid content. You're a great speaker. There is a high chance you can win it. I was overjoyed, brimming with confidence. On the D-Day, I approached the stage, exchanged pleasantries, and here is an expert from my speech. I could not utter a single word. Has this ever happened with you? Have you prepared so well, worked so hard, but couldn't deliver? Good afternoon, aspiring public speakers and fellow public speakers. In my quest of overcoming my fear of public speaking, I joined a Toastmasters Club in 2016. It was a community club in Pune. In a few days, I was assigned a mentor, Toastmaster Anupriya. She was a DTM and also the area director for our area. I was in complete awe of her. I followed her everywhere in the Toastmaster meetings, wherever she went. I saw how she spoke, how she evaluated, how she did her roles. When it was time for me to draft my first speech, my icebreaker, she taught me the difference between writing an essay and writing a speech. She was the helping hand that guided me throughout my competent communicator's journey. For all those who are fairly new to Toastmasters and do not know the traditional program that we had, in the traditional program, we had a manual for the communication track, which was called the competent communicator track. Now, each of these aspects of public speaking, like body language, would be a project there, vocal variety was another project, researching a topic was another project. I clearly remember she made me do the vocal variety project 3 times. Not 1, not 2, 3 times. Because for the first 2 times, I wasn't good enough. Now, if anyone congratulates or compliments me for my good voice modulation or my great gestures, it is her that I thank. Once, she excitedly came up to me and said, "Megha, you should take part in ISC." But how do I compete with the stalwarts of my club? They're already at such an advanced level. I don't stand a chance. Don't you dare say this to me again. You have as much potential as anyone else. If anyone can do it, you can do it. And she was right. With her helping hand, I was able to secure the first runner-up position in the international speech contest at my club level. Although I could not progress to the next level, but this was a huge motivation for me to share the stage with the best speakers of my club. She had to travel abroad for her next assignment, but she made sure that she gives me the wings to fly and told me that only sky is the limit. After that, I had a few other mentors in Toastmasters. Now, these mentors were just not limited to Toastmasters. They are my mentors for life. The biggest impact of mentorship I realized was when I participated in the humorous speech contest. Now, a little background about myself. I'm not a funny person. In fact, it was very difficult for me to incorporate humor in my speeches. I thought to myself, how can I give a full-blown humorous speech? And there comes my second mentor, Toastmaster Vijay, who told me I can. Humor is a skill and you can definitely learn it, he said. A mentor helps you explore the unimaginable. With a lot of practice, great writing, and the plunge from my mentor, I finished up at the first place in the humorous speech contest at club level. I had tasted success and I wasn't stopping anytime soon. From club to area to division. My mentor helped me on each of these levels in all aspects of the speech crafting and speech delivery. I finished up as the first runner-up in the division contest. But this isn't the biggest achievement. The biggest achievement is when even after 4 months, when I attended the district conference, as many as 5 people came over to me and told me, Megha, you should have been there on that stage. Your speech was sensational. And that is the biggest motivation, biggest accomplishment of my life. And all of this was possible due to my mentors. And I owe all of it to my mentors. How many of you have a mentor in your life? In your life. Okay. How many of you have a mentor in Toastmasters? Okay. All those who didn't raise your hand, I want to ask you, how many of you are going to have a mentor now after listening to this speech? Great. If I could just leave you with one thought, it will be, if I, from a tier 3 city, could do it, you can. And just like mine, there are hands, helping hands open in front of you. You just need to go and grab one. Over to you.
Thanks for that inspirational speech, Megha. Well, we all need a helping hand always in our lives. In fact, Jeff Bezos had one too a few years ago when he got divorced. But anyways, yeah. I mean, that was supposed to be a humor, but nobody laughed. But it's okay. Moving forward, we have our second speech, and I'll be calling on the evaluator for our second speech, who happens to be anything on wheels aficionado, loves taking test drives of vehicles. He says that Maruti lovers, stay away from me. And he happens to be a cybersecurity engineer and ethical hacker by profession. Let's welcome Vishak with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for that introduction. So, my target speaker is Toastmaster Jayesh. Where are you? All the very best. He's going to deliver his speech on the pathways. I'm not sure. Which pathway is yours? Leadership development. Excellent. And L1P2 is his project. The purpose of this project is to learn and review basic methods of writing a speech. And his purpose for this particular speech is to portray the humorous adventures and experiences during his trip with his friends. So I'm very eager to listen to your speech, and all the very best.
Coming to our speaker 2. He's born in Nagpur, Maharashtra. He's a software engineer by profession. A fact about him: he's a right-handed person except when it comes to sports, where he becomes left-handed. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Jayesh, Toastmaster Jayesh. Toastmaster Jayesh, a trip to remember. A hilarious trip to remember, Toastmaster Jayesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. So, good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. Good morning. Today I would like to take you all to a wonderful, hilarious and thrilling experience I had during one of my trips with my friends to a very beautiful hill station in Karnataka, Chikmagalur. I'm sure most of you must have visited or at least heard about this place. But the story I'm going to unfold today covers a lot more than just the top spots to visit at Chikmagalur. I'm sure Google or ChatGPT would be a better tour guide for you to explain that. Okay, so it was a long weekend during August last year, and all of us friends had booked an early morning cab to reach the SBC railway station. Surprisingly, our friends group, popularly known as the JITs, or the Just in Time Arriving Group, reached quite early at the railway station, 30 minutes before time. It was quite an uneasy feeling for us. Anyways, we entered into the station, went all the way towards platform 8 where our train had arrived, and kept our luggage onto the train. Suddenly, one of my friends said, "Guys, we still have around 20 minutes before the train leaves. What to do in the meantime?" And friends, from here, the adventure started. As we were looking for a breakfast place nearby, but we couldn't find anything on the platform as it was early morning, so we decided to go all the way again toward the first platform of the station. Just as we remembered, while arriving, we had seen a good breakfast place there. Also, there is one innocent friend in each group. For us, it was Yogesh, who decided to take care of the luggage as we all went to eat the breakfast. So, we went to the place, ordered our breakfast, and just as we were about to complete it, Yogesh called, "Where the hell are you guys? It's just 5 minutes before the train leaves." Next thing, we all were just running madly all the way towards the platform 8, just like it was the race of our lives. And just as we reached the platform, in front of our eyes, we could see the train had just started, slowly leaving the station. Next thing, we saw Yogesh waving his hand out of the train. "Come fast, guys. What will I do in Chikmagalur alone?" So you won't believe it, guys, but somehow all 5 of us were able to successfully board onto the running train just before it left the station. It was nothing but a proud moment for us. Next, as our train reached the city, I entered into the. Next, as our train reached the city, we went to the hotel our friend Ayush had booked online for us. So here comes our next adventure. So as we entered into the hotel and asked for our rooms, the reception guy said, sorry sir, I can't see any booking by the name of Ayush here at Manjunath Residency. So Ayush took out his phone with full confidence to show the booking. But as he saw the details of the booking, we couldn't believe the next words out of his mouth. Sorry friends, there's a problem. I booked the hotel I booked is Manjunath Residency, and the booking is for today itself. But as I see the location of the hotel now, I can't believe that it's not this one which is inside the city, but it's some other hotel branch of the same hotel which is at some nearby village. So due to all this mess, we were finding a hotel for 3 nights at an affordable price, that too on a long weekend. Somehow, after searching a lot, finally we were able to find a hotel and for every one of us to live in for 3 nights. Next, as we all got freshened up, I called the driver to pick us up from the hotel. He told me to save his name as Mansoor, but mistakenly I've saved it in my phone as Mansood. And from here, it started what you'll all called. We started doing aisi ki taisi of his name. Throughout the trip, we called him by all the different names. Mansood, Maqsood, Maqsoor. You can name all the combinations. We already called him by those names. Next, but he was such a supportive driver throughout the trip. Every day, he told us to get ready by around 6 in the morning. But each day, we left the hotel at least by 8 or 9. Yet, he was able to cover all the spots of our itinerary almost. So, on the first day, let me now talk about one of the very famous spots of Chikmagalur, that's Mulyangiri Peak. That is the highest peak of Karnataka. We planned that spot on the first day of our itinerary. As we were on the way towards the peak, suddenly our driver stopped and said, "Sorry guys, it's high traffic jam up there, and as you guys were all late, we couldn't be able to cover the spot today." But obviously, we were not ready to skip the best spot in the city. So, we planned it again on the second day towards the end of the day. This time, as promised, driver took us at the top of the peak. But it was already late. When we reached there, it was already dark. So, we couldn't see anything from the top. So, in our second attempt to the Mulyangiri Peak, we just ate Maggie at the top and came back. Next time, still we were not ready to skip the spot. So it was a third attempt, the final attempt, which was successful on the third day, as we were able to reach the top of the peak at the early morning. And this time we were on time. So we were able to see the beautiful spot from the top of the peak. We were able to see the breathtaking view. But wait, our adventures didn't end yet until the end of the trip. On the next day, the last day, as we were planning to cover all the remaining spots of the trip, we had calculated that we would be able to reach the railway station for our return train just 30 minutes before time. Indubitably, we again got somewhat late, and damn, the road ahead was full of traffic. So this time, we all were like, "Please Mansoor bhai," and yes, this time we all got his name correct. And please make us reach on the railway station on time. He was with full confidence. "No, don't worry guys, I'll make you reach the station on time." He drove with full speed towards the railway station, overtaking all the vehicles ahead. And we couldn't believe it. We could see the railway station in front of our eyes, and there was still 8 minutes left before the train left. We thanked the guy, and thus until the end of the trip, there were risks in the trip as pertaining to our theme, and thus it was a memorable trip for us as we catch the train successfully just on time. Thank you.
I don't know why today, whenever I'm shaking hands with everyone, it's giving me a shock. Maybe too much of electrostatic. Nice one, Jayesh. I still remember when I'd like to share one anecdote from my story. So back in 10th standard, we used to have these pre-boards, and I went to the school preparing science exam, and it was mathematics exam that day. And there is also one thing where I took a risk. When I came back home, I took the risk of telling my parents that I wrote maths exam without actually preparing for it. Let's move to our third speech. Now, this person happens to be someone who I praise a lot, and I want to be a speaker like him someday. He happens to be a trekker, an F1 big fan, and he has been a Toastmaster for 6 years now. He is a podium finisher for speech evaluation contest, immediate past president of Whitefield Toastmaster, past area director, division director. Let's welcome with a huge round of applause, DTM Mazahir.
Thank you so much. I'm the evaluator for the third speaker, and in Toastmaster we have an education curriculum called Pathways, and our speaker today will be delivering a level of it. The objective of this project is fairly simple. The purpose is for member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some of the aspect of previous experience as prodigy. I wish you all the very best to this amazing, powerful speaker who's right now ignoring me. Back to you, Aditya.
Calling now, we have someone who has HR experience for a decade now. She's a corporate soft skills trainer and a parenting coach. She loves listening to audiobooks and podcasts. Let's welcome Toastmaster Jimmy. Toastmaster Jimmy, shape the structure. Shape the structure, Toastmaster Jimmy.
Good morning, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and the beautiful guest in the house.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Great.
Great. Oh my God, I'm feeling a little nervous, which is very obvious, isn't it? All right, here I go. I remember the quote by J. Loren Norris, who is an American author and an international speaker. He said, if you cannot see where you are going, ask someone who has been there, who has walked the talk in his life. That is what motivated me, and that is why I'm here. How many of you are mentor in any form? Oh, great. It's great to see you all. That means we have good numbers of pilots who don't allow their proteges to go autopilot at all. Yeah. So, well, it's about mentoring, and let me be very true to myself today, and you will come to know when I walk my talk. I joined Whitefield Toastmasters exactly from the day till today is the 49th day, and I'm here delivering my L2P3 speech. Do you think it will be possible without a guidance and support from someone who really want to uplift you? It's not possible at all. Yeah, practically speaking, let's say this way, let me put it across like this. When I joined, I used to come to the club and I used to deliver, showcase my favorite hobby, which was impromptu, which was an extempore, because I'm very fond of extempore and debates since my childhood. So I used to get the privilege of this stage and perform my impromptu and then go back. That's all. I observed the fellow Toastmasters who were delivering their prepared speeches, and I also went through some of the resources available on the organization's website. I have
have taken the risk in my life, many risks, and this was another risk that I took. I stood on the stage to deliver my prepared speeches. And I'm very fortunate to say that even if I didn't have the assigned mentor that time, but the mentor like Toastmaster Raj and DTM Mazahir, who actually guided me. Any question for that reason. And believe me, this platform, you reach out to anyone, they're there to help you. They will not disappoint you. And that is the experience that I had. I delivered my speech. 30 speeches went by. Then Toastmaster Raj, who is the Vice President Education, told me, you need to contact DTM Nitasha Kumar to be my mentor and just connect with her. I said, okay, fine. So, DTM Nitasha Kumar, I met her during an officers training program and I just loved her. You know, the way she was presenting herself, very charming, very vibrant lady, and yes, very knowledgeable and humble. I was glad to hear her name. We exchanged a couple of messages, and after that we connected on the call. So, here, I'm going to play a small role play. See, anyways, we all are mentors in our life. As a parent, as an older sibling, or a senior in the workplace, isn't it? So, let's play a small role play here. Nitasha. Hello, Jimmy? Yeah, Nitasha? Oh, yes. Raj the other day told me about you. So, how are you? Oh, I'm good. A little hesitant, okay, because she's going to be my mentor. So, with due respect, yeah, Nitasha, I'm fine. So, Jimmy, what's up? Tell me more about you. So, I told her background and all. She asked me, why Toastmaster? What is your end goal? What is your expectation from the Toastmaster? Which is very important for a mentor to ask to their proteges, to their mentors. It is the first objective that they have to do. And I disclosed everything. I'm a chatterbox anyways. And she's like, oh my God, your story is so inspiring and impacting. Jimmy, bahut acha, good. Now what? Nitasha, I have to deliver L1P4 and in another club, now I have a script ready. I didn't have the script ready, my dear. I said, I have the script. Okay, share with me. Now, time was running and I have to drop the script and send to her. I was pretty confident that she will just say, go ahead, Jimmy, deliver it. But I was wrong there. I was wrong. She called me again. Jimmy, it is amazing. Your writing skills. The opening, very nice. Quote, questions to the audience, engaging the audience, everything. Yes, second line se na thoda sa main confused and I feel a little disconnected. Oh my God. Nitasha, what do you want now? Nitasha, do I have to rewrite the script? No, Jimmy, just do one thing. Few editing you have to show here. And I have taken the feedback, edited it fast. Because my speech was that day only, in couple of hours. Imagine, that is the risk I have taken again. I said, fine. I edited it, sent her, no time for dissection of the speeches. I knew I was ready. So she called me, I missed her, I was on another call, and then she has to go to her class, and then she sent me an audio message. Patafat. Wow, that was the first statement of her. Wow, you did the great job here. That is what has been expected from you, Jimmy. You did the best. I know you will do it today. Just prepare a little bit and go. Go ahead, you can do it. I said, okay, fine, I'm saved. Now the speech contest, the speakers, slot was there in the evening with another club online where everyone was unknown to me. With the help of Natasha's guidance and support, believe me, my dear friends, I have delivered my speech so well, confidently. And not only that, I won that club best speaker as well. That was with Chennai Club. Can you understand? Unknown face, unknown people, and the best of the speaker was there. Very much experienced speakers were there. And I'm proud. This has all happened, all possible just because there was someone who has given a shape to your dream structure. And we need the mentor for that. Mentors are there to give a shape to our dream structure, to make it strong, tall, and being successful in life. All you agree? Yes. This is one of the inspiring and impacting story of mine. Go ahead, choose your pathway. Be confident, deliver time and again. Do mistake. From your mistake you will learn. And the mentor is there to shape and structure your dream. Believe me, you will do it. I can do it. They can do it. Everyone can do it. So you will also do it. Thank you everyone for lending me your beautiful ears. And you just have a wonderful day today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy. That was really inspirational. In fact, we were supposed to, actually I prepared the script in such a way that only had for 3 speakers, but we got to know that we are having more speakers. And then when I got to know from the senior committee team that we got to restructure our scripts. So it's a part of life. We have to do it at all places. Moving forward, let's move to our 4th speech. So first of all, I'd like to call the evaluator, who happens to be a mechanical engineer with MBA in finance, who is currently a financial advisor, and he's a fun-loving person who enjoys being around people with a huge sense of humor. You will enjoy my company as well. With a huge round of applause, help me welcome Toastmaster Gopinath.
So I am the 4th film critic, okay? 4th evaluator, okay? So the speaker today is attempting his strategic leadership pathways level 2 third project L2 P3, which is also on mentoring. So he is supposed to share with us how Toastmasters envisions mentoring in Toastmasters, as well as share some of his experience as a mentee, either in Toastmasters or in life in general. So all the best to our speaker, and over to the TMOD.
Electrostatics doing its job. Nice. So we have our speaker 4, who is from NIT Nagpur and currently working as a tech consultant at O9 Solutions. Help me welcome Toastmaster Shivam. Toastmaster Shivam, Evolving Mentorship, Toastmaster Shivam.
If I have seen further, it is because I have been standing on the shoulders of the giants, said by Isaac Newton. Dear friends and fellow Toastmasters, from the very time we open our eyes in this world, we are surrounded by people, we are surrounded by our parents, we are surrounded by our friends, we are surrounded by our teachers and also strangers who influence our lives. On listening to this quote, which captures the essence of mentorship by the greatest leader or the greatest scientist of all time, Isaac Newton, I tried to figure out who are all these giants in my life, and am I being the giant in someone else's life? In the initial phases of our life, we are not given the opportunity to choose our mentors, but our destiny chooses one. And I was fortunate enough to have great parents. They educated me well, they taught me well. I remember one instance. When I was in 1st standard, my English was really poor. I just used to mug up things and just put it in the exams. Once the exam was there, I remembered domestic animals and wild animals. But on the exam day, I wrote, lion is a domestic animal and cow is a wild animal. I got a flat 0. And next day, my teacher called my father. She said to my father, please change his stream to Hindi. He's really poor in English. My father was shocked, and he is a really adamant person. He said, no, my son will learn English. And from that day, he started teaching me English. We used to sit together, read any random English text for hours long. He used to force me to watch English cartoons and repeat the dialogues so that I get better hang of the language. And in this way, I got the first unchosen mentor of my life, my father. He showed belief in me and he showed me the path to my goals. As I grew older, I started taking more control of my life and started choosing my mentors by my own self, by reading different books, by looking at the people I aspire to become like, and by choosing my career path. Going forward, as I liked tech and the innovative things, I took up the engineering, went to VNIT, and there I learned a different facet of mentorship. Once I asked my professor, electronics professor, why are you teaching us these all outdated things which are not going to be used in our daily lives? He said me one very important thing. Son, here we are not here to teach you what to study. Here we are to teach you how to study. We are showing you all the opportunities. Now you have the opportunities on your plate. You have the responsibility to choose your path and get to your goals. That day I realized one thing about mentorship. It is your mentor is not there to give you the right answer to your question, but he shows you the path to reach to the right answer. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a facet to it. Not all mentors are good. In this era of social media, we are surrounded by too many noises. I'll tell you. Learn AI tools in just 9 rupees and earn crore. Learn finance with XYZ in just 499 rupees and get all your finances sorted, buy a house in Bangalore. All this nonsense are around us. But this is the thing. From the unchosen mentor, we have reached to a point where we have to choose our mentors, and now we need to get to the next stage in this era, which is consciously choosing our mentors. And here I remember one epic story from Mahabharata. We know two very important characters from Mahabharata, one Arjun and one Karna. Karna was way more stronger than Arjun, but still Arjun won the battle in the end. Why? Because the chariot of Karna was Shalya. Shalya means confusion, one who creates confusion in mind. But Arjun was led by the conscious himself, the Krishna, who is led by his wisdom. And in the end, even if you have the strength but you don't get the right direction, you will falter. That's what we learn from that story. But choosing right mentor is part 1. Part 2 is devoting yourself to that mentor. And this is what I learned in Toastmaster. Mentorship is a relationship which we nurture over time. Here in Toastmaster, I didn't get one mentor, but many mentors, from Piyush to Akshay to Raj and many others. They have told me and taught me many things. I might have made many mistakes, but one advice which I still remember is when I asked Raj that I am not able to improve on it, he told me just take the stage as many times as possible. And believe me guys, in the first 6 months I took the stage 2 times, and in the last 1.5 months I have taken the stage for the 7 times. And if I am showing my devotion towards my mentors, then they will realize that I am giving worth to their time, and they will give back more to me. This is the second part of mentorship, that is your devotion to them. Now, as I said, that mentorship is a relationship, and no relationship is a one-way street. Similarly, this thing I learned from one of my mentees. One of the girl, she approached me via LinkedIn for MBA guidance. So she asked me how to get into an IIM, and she told me about her profile. Her 10th marks, 57%, 12th percentage, 64%. And I told her, it is next to impossible for you to get into a good IIM. She said to me, even if there is 0.001% chance to get a good college, I am gonna get it. And that day, I was whoa. I said, this is self-belief, and this is what I wanted to have, and this I learned from my mentee. As Rolf Emerson rightly puts it, on my path, wherever I meet different person, they are supreme to me in some ways, and in that way I learn from them. So we can learn from our mentors, we can learn from our mentees, we can learn from our past, we can learn from our present. We can learn from books or speeches. We can learn from speeches or the books. And as the mentorship is evolving from the unchosen one to chosen one, to consciously choosing one, to be the mentor yourself and being the mentee again. This is an evolving mentorship, and you need to realize that you need to keep the minds open to learn as much as possible. And with this, I want to hand over to Toastmaster.
It's okay. I think we have now come to the end of the speech section. We'll be moving towards a more, and thanks a lot for the speech, Shivam. It's always enticing to hear, as always. One thing that I noted that you said your dad was your unchosen mentor. Yes, even my dad was my unchosen mentor. I think a lot of people here won't get it. It's a thing for singles. It's okay. So, moving towards the table topic section, again, a lot of people here are getting the chance to show your risk-taking ability, that risk-taking attitude. Let's see this time. Calling on stage, we have someone who is an avid traveler, reader and writer. And also she's taking this risk of coming to the stage for TTM role for the first time. And she's taking this TTM role as a part of her L3 elective project, Active Listening from Effective Coaching Path. And her role will be evaluated offline by Raj. Help me welcome on stage Toastmaster Rashmi.
Good afternoon, dear Toastmasters and guests. After fabulous prepared speeches, let me take you through an exciting table topic session. Today's table topic will be little different. Today's theme is all about taking risks. So I will call upon members who have not taken the risk of coming on stage today, and a few members. It will be kind of storytelling session. And timer, please note, each speaker will get 1 minute. Hard stop at 1 minute. You have to show the red card. So first I will call 2 people on stage and I will give them a storyline to start with. So the first speaker will start with the storyline and build up a story and talk only for 1 minute. And when the timer shows red card, the speaker should stop there immediately. And the second speaker should continue the same story from where he has left it. And then build upon it for another 1 minute. And again stop when the timer shows red card. So are you all ready for this challenge?
Yes!
Okay, let me call my first set of risk takers today. I would like to call Toastmaster Ritviz and Toastmaster Radha. So, we'll imagine that whoever stands next to me will be the first speaker. Okay, so Ritviz is speaker 1. Radha, you have to continue from where he has left. Okay, for you, starting storyline is, suddenly I heard a thunder. Suddenly I heard a thunder, Toastmaster Ritviz and Toastmaster Radha.
Thank you. I was partying last night and all our friends were having biryani. Some of our friends were playing FIFA. And suddenly we heard a loud thunder and we thought, what is it? We were shaken to our core. One of our friends who was having biryani fell out of his mouth. The guy who was about to score goal in FIFA, he missed the goal. And we were all shaken. Suddenly, we went outside our apartment and see what is happening. And what had happened was, there was a pipe right outside our apartment and that had burst for some reason. And once we got to know about it, we informed our society people, and after that they tried to fix it but they couldn't fix it. Now again we are afraid of that incident, and next time we are having party, we'll be thinking that okay, no such incident happens. Over to you, Toastmaster Radha.
But again, the biryani was too tasty. All my friends, we went to that corner and started having biryani and having so many talks. And then we got to know that one of our friends, Toastmaster Kevin, is going to get married. We were so happy. We were discussing and preparing for the destination wedding. Then Toastmaster Raj came into picture. He said, what? Next Sunday we can't have it because next Sunday we have a speech marathon and Kevin is an evaluator. Unfortunately, Kevin had to postpone his wedding plan. But then Toastmaster Nivi made sure that it's very important. Let's cancel the meeting and go for trek. And then she invited our area director, Toastmaster Shivasta. And that's how we planned for that trek on 11th. When everybody was having biryani, drinks, and so many other things. And then at 9:45, I got a call on Sunday morning. That was DTM Mazahir. And he said, Radha, wake up, it's Sunday morning, I have to be at meeting. That was about my dream. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. What a hilarious story. Whenever I hear thunder, I start imagining all kind of horror movie scenes. But my fellow Toastmasters are celebrating with biryani and they cancelled one wedding also. So let me choose my next set. I would like to choose guest Anirudh and guest Karan. Guest Anirudh and guest Karan. Karan and Anirudh, sorry. So your story starting line is, it was a sunny day when we discovered we could fly. It was a sunny day when I discovered I could fly. Keep flying.
Okay. Thank you. Actually, I grew up in a small town in Punjab and I always wanted to move to a big city, and the dream came true when I got placed in Bangalore. It was good because I left for Bombay already from a college, and it was good to take a nice flight from the Indigo, which I had. This is a nice one because I always used to travel with Vistara, and the things got on the train rack, and when I came to know that the pilot was the very first time trying to take the flight for Indigo after the layoff happened for from the Air India. It was a nice sunny day when I was imagining that, I could fly by myself as well. So it was like moving into a hill station and full riding the bike, and the brakes got failed, and the throttle is full locked and the lubrication was fully on the wheels. So I was thinking, oh man, this is going to be the last day, but we have to go with the flow.
So I came back from the hill station to Bangalore. So for all the technology that is there in Bangalore, I was very greedy because now I knew how to fly. So this was something that I could become a millionaire, I could become a billionaire here if I could solve something that Uber, Ola, Rapido, none of them had managed to solve, which was move people from one place to another. But I did not have this thought first, so I very selfishly decided to start flying on my own. I was not lifting anybody. I decided I'll be able to get to work, go around very fast, commute, and I decided to use this. And then I finally saw every day people were so amazed when they saw this thing. They were really asking, is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Superman? And then they realized it was actually a human that was flying. And then I realized, okay, I know how to fly. So now I decided I was going to teach other people how to fly. I know how to fly, but it turned out that there was some mythical secret there that I could transfer to other people. And then everyone started flying and all the traffic went away.
Thank you, guests. This is what happens when I ask someone in Bangalore about flying. They will always talk about technology. Okay, let me choose my next set. I would like to choose our member Anjani Kumar and Renju. Okay, your topic is, it was the happiest day of my life. It was the happiest day of my life, Toastmaster Renju and Toastmaster Anjani Kumar.
like 2 years back, I took the challenge of running a marathon, like marathon in the sense 10-kilometer run. So there I was asked to, I participated in one contest, like one competition, like we need to complete 10K. That's the goal of it. Like it's for the maybe first timers. So when we started, it was like 10 kilometers is too huge. Like when you start 2 kilometers, right, then you will feel, okay, by 12 minutes, 2 kilometers will get completed and you will be lost what you are doing. And I'll assume, okay, another 12 minutes I'll reach another 4 kilometers. Then I started and somehow at 5 kilometers, the snacks appeared. That's the happiest part. Like snacks came up and we had a lot of glucoses and lot of energy drinks. And then my next half of the journey started. And the best part was the next half, people had a lot of glucoses. So people were discussing about glucose taste and glucose, what is the flavor they had. One had orange, other had some sugary one. So everyone were happy about glucose and
Yeah, I was with him in that same marathon. For me, it was, I didn't take that 10-kilometer challenge, I took 5-kilometer challenge. And even though it was a marathon, I made it a walkathon. I walked for the entire 5 kilometers, but even though I was the last few finished, I was enjoying all glucose or snacks available, but I finished it. That was the happiest day of my life.
Thank you, Renju and Anjani Kumar. I liked that they concentrated, focused more on the glucose part, not on the marathon part. Okay, let me choose next set. Oh, 1 minute. I would like to call member Abhinesh and Arvindan. So your story starting line is, in the middle of the night, I heard my phone ringing. In the middle of the night, suddenly I heard my phone ringing.
Usually I keep my mobile phone on silent during the night because I never want to be or like to be woken up. But that fine night, I chose the opposite. I took the risk of putting it on I switched it off from the silent mode and put it on the normal phone mode. That's when it started ringing and I got a call and I was shocked. It was from Zomato and I didn't order anything on that particular night, but this dude was calling me, asking me where the food has to be delivered. But I didn't give my address, I gave somebody else's address. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for ordering the food for me. So, I was also even shocked, like no one remembering my birthday, but my friend remembered my birthday and exactly he ordered the cake for me at midnight. And I also got the call from that person, someone ordered food for you. I was shocked, who ordered the food for me? I don't, like people are not even calling for my birthday, someone is still remembering my birthday and ordered food for me. I was thankful, I was like very much feeling appreciated on that day. Okay, someone is still taking care of myself. And he called me and he wished me a birthday and he was telling the very motivational quote on that day, take risks. It will lubricate your life for a smooth run. With the happy birthday. So from his motivation on that day, I'm still taking risk and moving my life and taking some risk to come here and speak in front of you. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinesh and Arvindan, for making it such a hilarious story. And I would like to, this is the last one from our table topics. Maybe have a big round of applause for all our table topics. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. And I hope you guys enjoyed the table topic sessions. This was something new that we didn't have before, but This was way more hilarious than what we had earlier times. I would like to share one small story from my life. So a few months back, I, along with some of my friends, went to this Kudremukh. It's a trekking place with around 22 kilometers, 11 kilometers up, 11 kilometers down. I had never been on a trek before, and still I took that risk of going there, and it was all raining. Coming back, I found that there were more than, let's say, 20 marks from the leeches. They usually try to bite on your legs, and you don't even notice when they're sucking your blood. But I think at that time I explored something. It's because of all of our willingness to explore the unseen, unforeseen opportunities, those unexplored paths. And when we do so, we realize that, okay, sometimes it's important to take some risks. But it's all up to you. Even though I haven't taken that risk, I would have had a perfect weekend of napping in my bed under that sheets of blanket, and would have logged into Netflix, watched all the series, of course. But it's a way that you can enhance your life. So, looks like I need to call in the general evaluator. It's the evaluation time. Calling on Toastmaster Anil. Over to you.
Thank you, Aditya. So I'm back for the general evaluation section. So in this we will be having three, I think, subsections, I can say. First we will get the speakers evaluated, and then I'll get my tag team to share their report, and then in the end I'll be giving my general evaluation. And to start with, I would like to invite first evaluator for evaluating our first speaker mega speech. Please help me welcome Kevin.
I would request everyone to please give a round of applause to our first runner-up position winner, Toastmaster Mega, in the club level competition. So I hope you felt a little good, because after those, I don't know how many years this has been. 3 years. 3 years, okay. It's always good. It's always a good feeling to get appreciated, especially when you have done something really good. And when Toastmaster Mega said she was a runner-up in the club level, division level, and even in the humor contest, you got the first place in the humor contest, which is a great thing. So these things does not come naturally. Even for the greatest of the greatest comedians or the speakers, they would definitely have undergone like continuous practice to compete with the rest of the people and achieve that position. And one thing is very sure, Mega, your mentor did justice to what you have become, because that was very evident from the kind of voice modulation, the great gestures you were showing, and also the right pauses. So I never felt like you were hurrying through the speech. You were having the enough pause and all that. So your mentor has definitely done justice to his role, and I would definitely love to meet your mentor, probably talk to them once. Few suggestions that I have for you is that this particular path or this particular project that you have taken, L2B3, it is where that you were supposed to be a prodigy, and your mentor is, you have to share the journey where your mentor has taught you something in your life. So the mentor need not be someone from Toastmaster. A mentor could be your parent, could be a friend, could be anyone for that matter. So what you could have done a little more, I would feel, is I think you were focused more on the Toastmaster part of mentorship than your life mentors. So probably you can touch base on, I'm sure there might be a lot of mentors in your life that has passed through, and they might have taught you a lot of things in life. So probably you can share some experiences in that. This is not just for Megha. Whoever is going to attempt this project can focus on this area as well. So when I say experiences, so you did stress on the fact that your mentor was the reason why you became leader. But as an audience, they would like to know, as a mentor, what did they actually teach to bring in the voice modulation, to bring in the great gestures. So this is something that I felt you lacked in. You can work on this. I'm quite sure you can definitely achieve this. To end, you definitely had very good self-confidence, and whatever is needed in a Toastmaster speech, you definitely had that. And one advice for the audience here is that your mentor knows the right loop. Don't take me wrong, but your mentor knows the right loop, and please get in touch with your mentor so that you get the right lubrication that is required in your Toastmaster journey. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Kevin, for the beautiful and well-structured evaluation. It was so simple and natural with the right mix of what went well and your recommendations. Thanks for that. And now comes the second evaluator to evaluate our JS speech. So please put your hands together to welcome Vaishak to evaluate JS speech.
Toastmaster Jayesh, is this the first time you're speaking on stage? So your second speech, right? It didn't seem like that. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Jayesh. You seemed like a very seasoned speaker because the confidence that you had on the stage, giving away the highlights of your story and the adventure that you had with your friends. It didn't seem like this was the first time that you were actually delivering a speech, or not even the second time. I would say maybe the 10th or 12th time. It was that professional. So kudos to you for that. Going in line with our general evaluator's whole scene of filmy evaluation, I'm going to take it in that direction. Your storyline was amazing. You had a very good adventure trip, I'm pretty sure about it, because the way that you had those filmy scenes of you running to catch the train, it reminded me of that Hindi movie where they were like holding hands and trying to board the train. So that was the feeling I got, and you were able to narrate it very well. We were actually imagining that entire story happen in front of our eyes. You had a very nice comedy structure because you had punchlines throughout the speech at very strategic points, and because of which there was no moment where I did not stop laughing. In fact, my stomach hurt after the speech was done. Now, you could try working out on stand-up comedy because I see it's a platform where you could actually shine. There are a few recommendations which I will be giving you, and incorporating these recommendations will help you get through that. The first one is direction. So you were standing at one place and you were talking to the entire audience. Your audience connect was really great. But if you had planned your movements, like you had a complete story, you could either go with a beginning, a middle, and a conclusion, or you could enact a few scenes and then come back to your position. It's up to you to plan your positions, but it seemed very inanimate standing at one place. For a stand-up comedy, it would work really well. But for this, you would need to move around. The second one is your pause and pace. So that's time between the scenes. It seemed like a very straight flow, like the same train that you were running to catch. The start to the end, it was the same pace. So you could include more pauses and you could pace yourself in certain instances. Like, but wait, our adventure is not completed yet. Or make it more hilarious. But wait, picture abhi baki hai. All in all, it was a great speech, and if I need you to give certain challenges for you, anyhow, vocal variety, which will be covered in your next project, And the most important thing is 3 P's: pause, pace, and position. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishak. As Vaishak rightly pointed out in his evaluation, I think most of us also might have definitely felt that JS can try in stand-up comedies. You have that in you. It came naturally, the humor part. And to be very honest, I think all of the speakers had humor in today's meeting actually. Right from the beginning, speakers, even I had to mention about the table topic session. It is hilarious. Thanks for that. And now let me welcome third evaluator to evaluate Jimmy's speech. Please put your hands together to welcome Mazahir to evaluate Jimmy's speech.
Good afternoon, everybody, particularly to my target speaker, Toastmaster Jimmy. A wonderful speech. First of all, congratulations on successfully meeting all the objective required for that particular project. I will simply structure my speech evaluation into 3 simple sections. First, where she did a wonderful job, where I personally feel for my evaluation you can improve, a challenge, and the summary of the evaluation. Number 1, in terms of content, what a beautiful weaved content, Toastmaster Jimmy, that you had. You made sure that every aspect of the content written by was you. And you wrote the speech that you wanted to talk and deliver it for your mentor, DTM Natasha Bajaj Kumar. The audio introduction was filled in it. You also had a good usage of language throughout, so you made sure that you wrote that powerfully. That was in the content. In terms of delivery, you already have a beautiful voice modulation. You definitely know where to pace it down, where to pace it up, where to put the energy. You are a free flow speaker. I personally admire those who run on the TED. Right? Example, now you see me standing, but you will probably notice a lot of speakers have a natural flow of walking and talking. They do happen to have their own natural gesture. You're full and filled with it. I think your style of delivery is also humorous. You know that audience attention is pretty much needed, so the moment you want their attention, you will suddenly have a punch coming in from somewhere or the other. That's on the delivery aspect of it. Where this speech could have been better, this particular one. Number 1, you took time to build the story. Now what happens is we think that our audience cannot understand what we're trying to say. The biggest examples are the stand-up comedian. The moment they say, I went to a chai shop, I ordered a tandoori chai, he gave me a black tea, you know what's happening. Your audience can run thereby. You don't have to explain the entire thing. Number 2, on the content, whenever you happen to use a sentence or a word in Hindi, we do need to understand that our audience may not understand what you're trying to convey because they may have a language barrier. So try and see if you can repeat the same thing in English, would make sense. In terms of the delivery, please understand, I don't know what was it, maybe your evaluator or someone, but you were looking right on your left. And I felt that the audience on your right was kind of missed out to the most aspect of it. Another thing is, whenever you happen to do a role play, understand you need to get into it. If you're saying you're doing a role play, it is a role play sentence by sentence. You cannot then suddenly bend and say, oh, this is what I was trying to say, you know what I meant. Role play means role play. To challenge yourself as a speaker for future project, number 1, learn the tactic of come to the point. Every time you deliver a speech, 1.5 minutes is more than enough for you to build that momentum and then start delivering it. If it takes too long, you're losing your own content somewhere or the other. Overall, Toastmaster Jimmy, I personally felt this was an awe-inspiring speech. It felt inspiring from the very beginning to the last of it, where I still have a goosebump if I can show you. I personally feel that the message, the takeaway that I have from this speech is that don't wait for the opportunity for someone to reach out. You need to figure out your own mentor and go ahead and knock the door. What I feel from your speech is be like water, be like clay. Let your mentor help you structure, win every play. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mazahir. I think after Mazahir's evaluation, see, irony today is that I, being a general evaluator, I have to evaluate the greatest of our club's big four of our club actually. If I see the list of evaluators, right, first one is Kevin, big name, and then Vaishak, and then DTM Mazahir, and now it is also again one of the big legends of our club. So being a very beginner, or what I can do as a general evaluator, what to comment. So DTM Mazahir, it was a pleasure watching your reviews, and without further delay, next I would like to invite our fourth evaluator to evaluate our Shivam speech. Please put your hands together to evaluate Gopinath sir to provide his evaluation.
Thank you. So thank you very much for giving a wonderful speech. I really liked your speech. You had your voice was loud and clear. You had a great posture on the stage, with a good body posture, and your hand gestures were very nicely assisting all your speech. What I really liked most about your speech is that unlike you were the third speaker giving the speech on the same subject of mentoring and mentee experience. It is not very easy because that can run into some kind of a monotonous thing, especially the third time we are listening to the speech. You made it so engaging and wonderful by narrating it as a story right from your father, who is your best mentor. I'm sure most of the people will agree that. So you started from your father, your English, then you went to the college, then you had the university, and then you also explained about the relationship between the mentor and mentee, and also you learned from your mentee's experience, the confidence you learned from her. So all over you made it as a nice story. You narrated so nicely so that it became very engaging mentee experience story. That is really the best thing I liked about this. And you had the humor springed all over your speech. That is your natural instinct. You are a natural storyteller. Now I'll get into the film critique mode. Okay. So I have a couple of observations. One thing was that you're like the Vaishak mentioned the three P's, the pause, pace, and position. That was exactly what I observed as well, because you were just oscillating from front to back in the center with your hand. So you could have avoided that, and probably you could have planned your speech in four sections, like your school section, then your college, then your Toastmasters mentoring, and then your mentee experience. You could have probably used a little bit of low pace and explain one part from here, then slowly move to the other part, then the third one, then the fourth one. And finally, when you give a kind of summary, then you could have taken the center stage and given an impactful summary. That would have been the thing. So you have to slightly reduce the pace. And I saw sometimes you were like looking down and gasping. That because you were talking a bit faster. So for your next speech, that would be the challenge you can undertake. You make the positions with a planned movement and also pause. And most of the time I've seen you looking in front. Probably you can try to look into the people's eyes, on this side and this side. So eye contact is something which you can improve. Other than that, I have no other thing. It was a wonderful speech, beautiful story you have narrated, and you have opening with the quote of Sir Isaac Newton. You displayed that the humility you have and highlighting the contribution your mentors had in your life and Toastmasters, which propelled your growth. Over to you. Thank you. Please give me a big round of applause.
Thank you, Gopi sir, for the evaluation. When you were giving your feedback, right, I was closely observing Shivam. So the greatness of your evaluation, I can see in that actually. So I think he might have definitely taken points and feedback from your evaluation. And thank you, sir. And now let's come into the second part of our evaluation, which is the TAC team's report. So first I would like to call my accountant, so to share his report.
Good afternoon. Overall, whatever speech was delivered, for most of the cases there were no filler words as such this time. But some of the speakers took the risk of uttering some of the filler words. For example, Toastmaster Jayesh used 4 filler words. Toastmaster Jimmy used 1 filler word. Toastmaster Sachin used 4 filler words. Toastmaster Bhima 2 filler words. Yeah, and that's it from the report. So let's make sure that we try not to use these filler words again in our speech, as these act as a friction while delivering our speeches. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabil. It was very short and sweet accountant report. Usually accountant report will be very bit long actually, but you made it very sweet. Thanks for that. Now I would like to invite my today's grammarian, Bhima, to share his report. Please put your hands together, guys.
Good afternoon. I have made all the excellent grammar words. Pleasantry, humorous, plunge, expression and wisdom. I would also like to point out some words where we used incorrect. Only one person used incorrect. It came naturally, which is to be it comes naturally. Okay. The word of the day used Aditya, Karan, Arvind and Kevin. Great job. Everyone can use it more often in your future speech. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Bhima, for your report. So now I would like to invite our today's timer, Sachin, to present his report. Please put your hands together. Yeah, you can.
Right, here's the report for the speeches. So starting with the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Megha took 6 minutes 18 seconds. Toastmaster Jayesh, your speech was really good, but you exceeded your grace time and you took 7 minutes 38 seconds, so unfortunately you are disqualified. Toastmaster Jimmy, you were right on the edge, 7 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Shivam, 7 minutes 19 seconds. Table topic, Toastmaster Ritwij took 59 seconds. Radha took 1 minute 5 seconds. Anirudh took 1 minute and 1 second. Karan took 1 minute 3 seconds. Anjani took 1 minute 1 second. Ranju took 29 seconds. Abhinesh spoke for 34 seconds and Arvind then closed it right at the precise point 1 minute. Speech evaluations, Kevin, again you were almost on the border, 3 minutes 29 seconds. Vishak was 3 minutes 20 seconds. Mazahir was 3 minutes 22 seconds and Gopinath was 3 minutes 6 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin, for your detailed timer report. So I think we are about to conclude our evaluation round. So speakers, they got their evaluations and tag team also shared their report. So hope everyone is clear about it. So if you have any queries also, you can get in touch with the tag team or the evaluations offline, one-to-one, for better feedback. And now it is time for me to share my general feedback about today's meeting. So let me start with the pre-meeting activities. Before starting the meeting, right, there is a lot of background work which our team members do. For example, VP Ed, he has to schedule the meeting, he has to identify the role takers. So a big round of applause I would want you to give to our VP Education, who is Raj. I think he is not there. See, by Thursday, I think all the role takers are confirmed and everyone were cleared about their roles. And the intros were shared on timely basis. So there is no confusion. So that is a good job done there by VP Ed team. And coming to Sajni terms. So big kudos to our Monica. So it is not an easy job to arrange a meeting venue, right? And I would like to tell about this place actually. I fall in love at the very first sight about this society. Every time, whenever I used to go from Kundanalli to Marthalli, right, I used to always have a glance about this from outside only. Because of this meeting, I got the privilege to enter into this society and enjoy the sceneries here. Thanks for that. And even the initial address also, as a Sergeant at Arms, she has done a great job actually. That's it. And coming to the TM body, what a hilarious session here. Actually, see, you steal the show with your hilarious jokes and all. And the introductions were very clear. There is no confusion. And I really appreciate your job. A big round of applause to our TM body. Coming to the speakers, I personally enjoyed all the speeches which are delivered, fantastically delivered, and there is a great learning. I hope everyone also had your takeaways from today's speeches as well as the evaluations. More than the speeches, we got powerful evaluations today because of our legendary evaluators of our club. So, and I personally feel this is a good combination. So it's better to give chance to upcoming and budding speakers with powerful evaluators. So that's a good combination I would suggest. And coming to the TTM. So it is, I think TTM is the most interesting, and everyone are fan of the TTM sessions mostly. Even I personally big fan of TTM session. Today's TTM session is a bit different. Even though there is a change in the pattern and format, you made it very easy to understand and it was very hilarious. A big round of applause to our TTM today. And coming to the timing part, so we were very much on time. We started exactly at 11 and I was, when the meeting was going on, right, I was going through the agenda. For example, TTM session, table topic session should be started at 12:20. It exactly started at 12:20. So that is how precise we were in today's meeting. So a big round of applause for all of us for maintaining this. And coming to another feedback on the TTM, right? So there is a good balance of members as well as the guests. So that's a good thing. I think, so that is about the general evaluators report. So apart from general evaluators report, so I would like to share one small story about today's theme. So which is taking risk, right? See, I think once upon a time, not once upon a time, I think a year back, walking onto the dais, forget about the delivery. What I do nonsense after coming to the stage, I know that. Forget about the delivery. Just walking onto the dais from my chair is taking a risk for me. But you believe it or not, I cannot find any bigger platform than Toastmasters to give me this platform to overcome that risk, to overcome that stage fear actually. So I would like to thank Toastmasters, my mentors, seniors, everyone for giving me this opportunity in overcoming my stage fear and improving my communication skills. And I think that's it. So this is the end of our evaluation section. Thank you all guys. Hope you enjoyed. So over to you, our presiding officer, DTM Mazahir. Big round of applause.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for calling my name, whosoever did that. Thank you. As a presiding officer, remember when I said I will have some announcements, some updates, and all of that will cover towards the end part of the meeting? Yes? Yes. First of all, what we're going to do, we're going to use 2 of our fingers in the right hand, 2 of our fingers in the left hand. We're going to do a silent or maybe a small clap for the entire people who are sitting right here. We're running ahead of time. We will definitely close the meeting before. Can we? Thank you so much. Now, moving on to a couple of announcements and update. Number one is that this place, Purva Fountain Square, okay, I don't want to mention it wrong. This is one of our second last meeting for this particular month. This meeting and the meeting next. So the meeting next is on February 25th, will take place right here from 11 to 1. What's special? Super special. International speech contest, club level for Whitefield Toastmaster will take place on that particular day. We are requesting, if you feel that you would like to give a try and nominate yourself to be a contestant, please reach out to Raj. Provided there is one particular thing that you need to make sure that you completed your level 2 in pathways, which means you must have at least cleared your level 1, all the speeches, and level 2. And you need to be a member. So reach out to Raj if you are interested to present yourself as one of the contestants. Nevertheless, if we feel that okay, we haven't done our speeches, but we still want to be part of it, we are also opening up the role-taking nomination. You can definitely reach out to Raj or myself, considering I'm the contest chair for that particular contest. Let us know if you're interested to serve as anything. If you're coming for the meeting, make sure you do something. Alright, cool. We'll move on to the second thing. People say, oh, we didn't get the chance. We heard all the great speakers. We just became a member, or we've been a member for some time. We want to deliver our speech. Our general evaluator already praised us so much, all motivated enough. Let's go ahead and do our icebreaker. Good news from the team of VP Education. We are conducting Icebreaker Speech Marathon, which is scheduled on March 3rd. The March 3rd meeting will take place at the very next apartment, which is Rohan Vasanta. If you would like to deliver your icebreaker speech, the very first speech as a member, please reach out to Raj. Because we have many members in our club who would like to, Raj especially requested that the nomination for this closes on 23rd of Feb. If you're listening to me in this recording, 23rd of Feb, Raj is your person to go to. The third thing, I've already heard the congratulations from the general evaluator towards the person who's been successfully conducting meeting at this particular apartment. Let's have another round of applause for Toastmaster Monica. Trust me folks, it's never easy. I have personally been observing this girl has been running around all over the places. While you're sitting over here enjoying the meeting, she's making sure everything is getting done. Every minute of her is being watched. And we will not let that go without recognizing it. Thank you so much for helping us. And I'm also recognizing it because we're also meeting next week over here. So make sure all the good things are got, it's not just only for this meeting, we'll make sure for the next one also. So Monica has done a special request over here that all of us, whether you're a member or a guest, are welcome for a small tea-cum networking session, which will take place in this small cafe called, specially recommended by Toastmaster Aditya, called Cafe Whisk. And it's right here, by the way. We will understand how did you come if you came on your own. We will guide you as to where to go. We'll provide you the Google location. Right after the meeting, we'll all head there after the picture taking session. Is that okay? Yes. Cool? Okay, so members are the members of Whitefield Toastmaster, but guests also are the special guests of Whitefield Toastmaster. Please note we charge 100 rupees as a guest fee. We have our treasurer who's sitting right there smiling. You should get in touch with you for collecting the fee, but there will be a session as well. Okay? That's another thing. Now let's kudos somebody who has performed outstanding for the month of Jan 2024, who's now been resulted and provided detail by the VP Education team. Somebody who we call it a Toastmaster of the month. Somebody who was there with club, for club, not only within our meeting but outside as well. Let's give a huge round of applause and let me welcome Toastmaster of the month, Jan 2024 Toastmaster Rashmi. Can we have a picture by Vaishak's phone? And I would like to hand over this trophy of Toastmaster of the month to Toastmaster Rashmi. Make sure the picture is good. Thank you so much. Make sure my hairstyle is captured. This is for you. Take it. Thank you. Education. Sorry? One with the VP Education? Okay, cool. Can we have a round of applause for Raj also? I think she deserves a better round of applause, guys.
I just wanted to say that this is really a big surprise for me. I was not expecting, and I'm happy to receive it from my mentor, DTM Masai.
Paid audience. Thank you. Now it's time for us to do the call out for the role. First thing, I would like to check if there are any guests who did not come during the table topic. Can I have a raise of hand of guests who did not come during the table topic? Okay, so I'm going to go one from this side and one from this side. I'm going to ask you, the person sitting on the right hand side, third row, yes, you. Feel like a crowd work of stand-up comedy. Please come over here. I'm doing that. And one person on the left hand side, one person on the left hand side. Anybody raise your hand again? Okay, I'm going to do a gender balance over here. May I request ma'am you to please come over here. Right? Can you have a round of applause for them? And the reason why I'm doing that is because they will be my helping hand to count the results. Considering there is, where's Anil? Society is all good, no network. Considering we are having a no networks issue over here, usually we should have sent you a link for you to do your vote on Google, which is almost instant, transparent. The second option would have been a ballot, but we felt like for today's meeting, we will remember Earth, Mother Earth, and we'll go without paper, just for today's meeting. So what we're going to do right now, first of all, there was a feedback that came, that sometime it so happened that we don't remember the name of a person who came and spoke over here. Okay? The category of the vote will be in simple 4 manner. The best role player. This award happens for the big 3 role players who come. Includes Toastmaster of the day, Table Topic Master, and General Evaluator. Okay? I want to request all 3 of you to please stand up. So Toastmaster of the day for the category of best role player. Aditya, you can stand and show your face, smile. Anil, you can stand and keep standing. Anil, General Evaluator, and Toastmaster Rashmi as Table Topic Master. Can you please stand and show your face? So now what we're going to do, guys, we will make them sit once again. This is the category of best role player among these 3. Aditya, Anil and Rashmi. You guys may take your seat, please. What these guys will do for me, and please only vote and raise your hand just once. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm going to ask if you want to vote your, if you want to cast your vote example for Toastmaster Sitare Zameen Par example, right? So you will raise your hand. Fine? Sounds good? Yes. May I request all of you to please close your eyes. You remember the names? Aditya, and Rashmi. Okay? May I request all of you to raise your hand, and whosoever wants to vote, I'm so sorry, not all of you, whosoever wants to vote, guys, close your eyes. Okay? Make sure nobody's looking. One guy is a checker. Okay? If you want to vote for the Toastmaster of the day, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. If you want to vote for the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Anil, please raise your hand. Thank you. If you want to vote for the Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Rashmi, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. You can open your eyes for some time so that you don't fall asleep. Okay? Smile. Now, at your own respective places, I'm going to ask the speaker number 1 to please stand up. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Megha, please stand up. Speaker number 2, please stand up. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Jayesh, please stand up. Speaker number 3, Jimmy, please stand up. Speaker number 3, Jimmy, please stand up. Speaker number 4, Shivam, please stand up. Guys, that's speaker number 1, Megha. Speaker number 2, Jayesh. Speaker number 3, Jimmy. And speaker number 4, Shivam. So you'll remember the name. May I request all of you to please take your seat. And yoga session begins. Please close your eyes. Gokul, close your eyes. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for speaker number 1, Megha. Speaker number 1, Megha. Thank you. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Jayesh. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Jayesh. Thank you. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Jimmy. Speaker number 3, Toastmaster Jimmy. Thank you. Speaker number 4, Toastmaster Shivam. Speaker number 4, Toastmaster Shivam. Thank you so much. Now we will go with the category of Best Speech Evaluator. May I request all the speech evaluators to please stand up. Speech evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Kevin. Speech evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Vishak. Speech evaluator number 3, Toastmaster Mazahir. And speech evaluator number 4, Toastmaster Gopi sir. Once again, Kevin, Vishak, Mazahir and Gopi sir. May I request all of you to please take your seat. And I also can. Please close your eyes. We'll do it this fast, guys. Okay, it's taking a little longer. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Kevin, close your eyes.
You too.
Please raise your hand if you want to vote for evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Kevin. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Vaishak. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for evaluator number 3, Toastmaster Mazahir. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for evaluator number 4, Toastmaster Gopinath. Thank you. You can open your eyes. Thank you so much. So I've covered the best role player, I've covered the best speaker, I've covered the best evaluator. Now we will go with last two categories. Okay. The second last being the best supporting role player. This will be among the 4. So may I request Sergeant Dam Monica to please stand up. Sergeant Dam, timer, Toastmaster Sajid to please stand up. Our counter, Toastmaster Nabil to please stand up. And Romanian Toastmaster Bhima to please stand up. Once again, Sergeant Dam, Toastmaster Monica, timer, Toastmaster Sachin, our counter, Toastmaster Nabil, and Romanian Toastmaster Bhima. You guys can take your seat. This is for the category of best supporting role player. Please close your eyes. We'll do it super quick. If you'd like to vote for Sergeant Dam, Toastmaster Monica, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. If you would like to vote for timer, Toastmaster Sachin, please raise your hand. Thank you. If you would like to vote for our counter, Toastmaster Nabil, please raise your hand. If you would like to vote for our grammarian, Toastmaster Bhima, please raise your hand. Thank you so much. Please open your eyes. And because for this part, I had to go and attend a nature's call, so I don't remember who were the speakers. But during table topic, and now we'll do the last category, during the table topic speaker, I think we can give the vote to the Jodi. Is that okay? Like a group of 2, yeah? So may I request the first group to please stand up, the people who came first. I believe that was Ritviz and Radha. So that's Toastmaster Ritviz. Wake up. Ritviz, hi. And Radha. Okay. May I request the group number 2, guest Karan and guest Anirudh to please stand up. Once again, Karan and Anirudh. Guys, this is the group number 2. The third option is, you may sit, thank you, Toastmaster Anjani and Toastmaster Renju. Anjani is looking for Renju. And the fourth is Toastmaster Abhinish and Toastmaster Aravindan. May I request Abhinish and Aravindan to please stand? That's it. Okay. I'm going to simply call out for group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Understood? Yes. Okay. Once again, group 1, Ritviz, Radha, group 2, Karan and Anirudh, group 3, Anjani and Renju, group 4, Abhinish and Aravindan. Okay? Give me a thumbs up. You guys are not visible on camera. May I request you to please close your eyes, all of you. Please raise your hand if you'd like to vote for group number 1, Ritviz and Radha. Group 1, Ritviz and Radha. Thank you. Group 2, Karan and Anirudh. Karan and Anirudh. Group 2. Thank you. Group 3, Anjani and Renju. Group 3, Anjani and Renju. Thank you. Group 4, Abhinish and Aravindan. Group 4, Abhinish and Aravindan. Thank you so much. Here you go, Shmi. Thank you. And if you can just be here, and we will now call out the result right away. What's the first category? Best speaker.
Yeah.
You see, that's the way how we make our guests familiar with the concept. Okay, so the best speaker award goes to?
General evaluator.
The best speaker. Reminds me of Golden Globe and Oscars. Oh, that's fine. I will revisit the category now with her. I think I made a mistake and it's alright. Can happen. The first category was the best role player, and the best role player award goes to Toastmaster Anil. Congratulations. And the second category is the best speaker. So no reveal there, and the best speaker award goes to? Congratulations. The third category is?
Evaluators.
Okay, evaluators, I think. Alright, so the best speech evaluator award goes to?
Rishabh.
Vaishak.
Vaishak. Yeah, I think.
Vaishak. Congratulations. Next category goes to the best supporting role player, and the person is?
Monica.
Thank you so much. We all are matching, all black winning. Alright? I didn't. The last category is for the best table topic speaker group, and the award goes to?
Group 4, Abhinish.
May I request? Sorry. Okay, Raj, please take a picture. Anil, if you can please come in this side and squeeze in. Okay. Oh no, but don't break the group. You be this side. Oh, there'll be a group, no? Okay. Okay, victory, guys, everybody. Thank you so much. We will now officially adjourn the meeting, and I'll ask all of you to come over here for a group picture, and there'll be a guest picture that will take. Yes, Radha, you're trying to say something. Huh? Oh. We would like to also request and okay, he's saying okay, doesn't matter. So in the interest of time, let me go ahead and close the officially close the meeting number 58 of Whitefield Toastmaster.